This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Franks now to throw on first down. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Franks now. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. So let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. The Franks looking to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Touchdown, Vikings! Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Throwing, Jones runs over it. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch tight.
Go street. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Deuce.
Check. Hurt.
Now Jones. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Detroit. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go, boys.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Tight end right.
Back to throw. Jones. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Watch tight
A
end.
gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the Vikings' 14-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Check. 4 down. 4 down. SOS.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Tight right.
Even.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Check. Fresno.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
I'm coming. 26.
Off the play fake, here's Franks. Eluding the pressure right. Man open is Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, they'll step aside. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes in bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 5, here's second and 2.
Fellas, let's set a tone. Check.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Check tight.
26.
And this is going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-10. So the turnover leads to points as they had 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Check the backer.
Check, smash, check go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brian Sewell on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
Here's Jones on third down. Flush to his right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Hey, we are.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Switch.
Hey, smash Bronco.
He's coming. Double up. Check 13.
Panther 11.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
At the 43-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off play action. Jones. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Hey. 4 down.
And that'll set them back 5. See how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Move. We got 4.
Hey, smash.
Get him. You got him.
18, Pioneer.
They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch out now.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Franks sliding out of the pocket to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside inside the pocket. I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Jones' throw going to be caught by Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Jones now on first down, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Rig alert. Rig alert.
I got motion man. Me. I got
From the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let him know.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
second down and 5.
All day, defense, all day.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Down to the 25. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Black shot.
Franks. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Devin Bush drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, your defense is only giving up 3 points. It makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Quickly out wide to Eskridge.
Ain't doing nothing today.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Back to throw. Jones, flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Well, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian McCaffrey with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. And they go with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
Check 9. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Switch. Tighten up. Hurt.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Man left. Viking 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hey, watch edge. Go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Lions first down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Tight right. We got 4.
I'm all over you.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw, Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and really added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Vikings on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
60 red. 60 red.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Let's get this.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Vikings 24, Lions 18. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Cowboy 80. Check. 18, Pioneer. Go.
On 2nd and 9, Jones completes it to Davis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
To throw is Jones. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football that he's done so quite well. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Bronco 80.
Check 6 guy.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him. And they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space. And he takes off.
So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the 4th quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and really